Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Tech Gamers World. In this video, I'm going to provide you with a quick and easy hands-on demonstration on how to install a micro SD card inside your Nintendo Switch. So as always, please click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you enable notifications. We'll be right back. Okay everyone, welcome back. So here we have a brand new Nintendo Switch. Now you're saying, Tech Gamer, wow, that looks different than any other Nintendo Switch I've seen before. This is the brand new special edition Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom themed Nintendo Switch. Now, this is the OLED model. So when you buy a Nintendo Switch, it comes with one of two amounts of storage. If you bought an older generation Nintendo Switch that was a non-OLED model, it had 32 gigs of storage. If you bought an OLED model, it had 64 gigs of storage. So I always recommend that you get a micro SD card for your Nintendo Switch to give you that extra storage capacity that you're going to need for all your games. So what is a micro SD card? A micro SD card is one of these. Now this is from SanDisk. This is the SanDisk Extreme 1 terabyte micro SD card. It features read speeds up to 160 megs per second and write speeds up to 90 megs per second. As you can see, here is the micro SD card and here is the adapter. Now, to install a micro SD card in a Nintendo Switch, you only need the micro SD card. The adapter is for if you want to plug the micro SD card into a reader to get the data from. You would actually stick the card in the little slot right there and then stick this in your reader. Now, where would you see these things? Cameras, Nintendo Switch, obviously. Drones. I have some for my drones as well. They have a variety of use cases, but the most popular are cameras, drones, and Nintendo Switch consoles. So, a micro SD card is just basically flash storage that's written to this little device, and then it gives you the extra space that you need. Now, some of you are saying, what's the maximum amount I can put in a Nintendo Switch? Well, a Nintendo Switch can theoretically take up to 2 terabytes of space on a micro SD card. There's a but to that. But you will not find a 2 terabyte micro SD card out on the market yet. They do not exist yet. As of April 2023, the largest is 1 terabyte, which I have here. Now, I spent about somewhere between $100 and $125 on this card. Depending on where you find them, the prices fluctuate wildly. But I always recommend go with the SanDisk brand. I find them to be the most reliable versus those cheap aftermarket third-party ones that you find. Some of them advertise 512 gigs. I've seen them advertise 2 terabytes, but they're not actually. They're formatted and set up entirely differently, and you're actually getting ripped off. But the average person wouldn't know that. You could buy a 512 gigabit micro SD card. It could really be 256. You would never know the difference until you ran out of space, especially if you're a non-technical savvy person. That's why I highly recommend sticking with SanDisk. I find them to be the best, most reliable, and just all-around awesome company. So, how do you install the micro SD card? Very simple. So, on the back of every Nintendo Switch, whether it's a non-OLED or OLED, is the stand. Now, this stand is wider because it's the OLED model. So you want to lift it up, and you'll see there's a slot here that says micro SD. You're just going to slide the card right into there. So let's go ahead here and put the switch down for a minute and go ahead and open up our card. You can either rip it, cut it. I just rip them. I don't keep the box or anything like that. You'll see that it does come with a little plastic insert here that everything is stored in. You can tell I bought enough of these. So let's go ahead and get rid of my trash. So here we have it. Now you can tell it's sealed when you look at the back, and it's obviously, there's a piece of plastic over the other plastic that's been, stuck on there. So you want to open, just kind of bend the side here and find the plastic part and peel it back. They don't make these the easiest to open. So as you've gotten it open, just go ahead here, pull out the micro SD card. As you can see, very, very tiny. And it says SanDisk Extreme 1 terabyte. So to install it, basically going to be very careful. Flip our Nintendo Switch around. Take the card and just simply face up, stick it in. You'll hear it click. You should hear it. That's installed. That's uninstalled. As you can see, it slides. So we'll just push it in. You should feel it click and hear it. And then go ahead and just close your Nintendo Switch. And that's it. Now, the Nintendo Switch will have more storage available to it. Now, if you did leave your Nintendo Switch turned on, that's perfectly okay. Don't believe all the hype that you have to turn it off or anything like that. Just reboot your Nintendo Switch if the storage doesn't show up. So that's it. If anybody has any questions or comments or needs help figuring out which size micro SD card makes the most sense for them, please drop a comment on this video and I will do my best to get you some answers and definitely help you out. If always, everybody could click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you enable notifications. I'm going to have new and exciting content coming soon. Thanks a lot, everybody, and keep on gaming.